So if you're asked to find the terminal point of 7 pi over 6, you would have to think about a circle with 6 pieces on the upper half. Let me start over. A circle with, you would think about 6 pieces on the upper half. So I'm going to do my best to have 6 and then count 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 pi over 6 would be there. That means that's quadrant number 3. The reference angle, we know what it is, but just to keep using our bases, the closest base is at 7 pi over 6. So the reference angle would be a pi over 6 in quadrant number 3, where the coordinates are negative and negative. So we're talking about a pi over 6, meaning this coordinate in quadrant number 3. That means that we're going to be sketching that angle with or meaning that reference angle pi over 6 down here using the coordinate 3 square root of 3 over 2 comma 1/2, but because of the quadrant, both end up as negative, right? Now, if you move on to having quadrant angles or negative angles, let's see how to deal with this. So secant of minus 45. So you could go directly to find minus 45. Minus 45 is a negative angle that ends up in quadrant number 4, since we are moving in the negative direction. And the reference angle, if you want to go for it, you could find the coterminal angle, but we can tell that the reference angle is going to be 45 degrees in quadrant number 4. So we're going to be using the coordinate for that 45 degree angle. So square root of 2 over 2, comma, square root of 2 over 2. But since we're talking about quadrant number 4, in that quadrant, we use coordinates as positive, comma, negative. So positive and negative is how the coordinates are adjusted. Secant is equal to 1 over x. So if you want to find secant, it would be 1 over square root of 2 over 2. And that will end up as the reciprocal. So just flip that fraction as 2 over the square root of 2. And if you rationalize that answer, it's going to be 2 times the square root of 2 over 2. You can cancel out the 2's, and you get the square root of 2. And the tangent is pretty much, I'm going to do it down here. The tangent is the division of both. You're going to divide y over x. So you have to go for square root of 2 over 2 divided by, well, negative square root of 2 over 2. That's going to be minus 1. Now, if you have cosine of 17 pi over 6, so let's find a coterminal angle. 17 pi over 6 minus 12 pi over 6. That becomes 5 pi over 6. So this is the positive coterminal angle between 0 and 2 pi. Now we're going to find the reference angle, 0 pi over 6, 6 pi over 6, and 12 pi over 6. So if you have those options, the reference angle is going to be pi over 6. If you think about where this angle would end up, you need to consider 3 pieces on each quarter and 12 pieces in total. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pi over 6 is in quadrant number 3. And if we're talking about number 3 is quadrant number 2. So we're in quadrant number 2, where coordinates are negative and positive. If you are talking about pi over 6, it means that the reference angle should be exactly that. This is pi over 6. The coordinate should be based on the square root of 3 over 2 comma 1/2, but with the signs that we found as negative and positive. And if we want to find cosine, cosine is equal to x. So this is our x. That would get you minus square root of 3 over 2. If you have the cosecant of minus 630, you're going to find the coterminal angle, minus 630 plus 360. So let's find the coterminal angle, 630, and then we add 360, and we get to minus 270, and we add 360, that is 90 degrees. Let's consider one thing for a moment, that it has no reference angle. Whenever you end up either at 90, you end up at 180, at 270, or at 360, or even 0 degrees, you're not going to have a reference angle. Everything is going to be based on x and y. X and y that will be either 0, 1, or minus 1. Since we're talking about 90 degrees, we're up there. And cosecant is 1 over y. The y is 1. You would have 1 over 1 equals 1.